Welcome back to another one of Red's Minecraft tutorials. This one's going to be focusing on a automated wheat collecting system. Uh, this has a little bit of redstone involved, not too much, but has a little bit of complications. The first half of this video is going to be me showing you and explaining things, and then the second half is going to be building it. I have links to crafting information and um, water physics, as well as the map itself in the description below. And this is basically what it does. Pushes all the wheat and seeds down into a collection system. So let me get back to the basics, and then we'll move on to the building of this. Okay, so here I have a source block of water surrounded by tilled farmland. Now the importance of this is water will only hydrate the farmland up to 4 blocks away, so this is pretty important for making an efficient wheat farm, no matter what you're doing it, whether it be a normal wheat farm or an automated wheat farm. For those of you who don't know, if you have water that looks like this, it will be an infinite source block of water, which is very important if you're ever dealing with water and you don't want to have to keep lugging buckets back to your building site, because that would suck. Now here I have an example of water flow. From the source block, it's going to flow 7 blocks, or 8 blocks in total. But if you want the stream to continue, you have to dig down at the 8th block, so you only have a total of 7 blocks before it goes down, and then it makes another round of 8. This is pretty important when you're dealing with cascading water flow, which is what I use in the automated wheat farm. Now, here I have the back end of the automated wheat collecting system. It's very simple. It's just repeaters that have signals sent to them that are hooked up to pistons that are pushed up, stopping the water. So when the signal's not sent, the pistons are going to drop and the water is going to flow. So no signal, pistons drop, and the water flows. And I made this out of glass just so you could see. You could make it out of anything you wanted to. You can make it above ground, or you can make it underground. You can make it wider and you can make it longer. It really doesn't matter how you do it. But one thing I did notice was that having these central channels are very important, because the water in here is how the farmland stays hydrated, and the height of this stops seeds and wheat from landing on top of this. And it also makes a very nice way to replant even after you're done and you want to restock. Now, here is a list of all the items that I used in making this. So we're going to I use glass so that way you guys can see what is actually happening. Water, because obviously you need water. Some sort of hoe, tools to dig through your land. Bone meal to instantly grow the wheat. A cauldron to collect it. Redstone repeaters, and lever for the wiring. Seeds, obviously. Pistons to stop the water. And some sort of building material. Okay, I'm going to start out by making my first row of farmland. So we're going to create the canal for the water. And we're going to load the water in. But since I already know from working with this one over here that we're only going to have room for 5, basically 5 tilled farmland. Alright, that's 5. So we're going to do that equally on both sides. And remember from the demonstration that the hydration from the water will only go 4 blocks away. Now we're going to add our, I don't know, scaffolding or whatever prevents the seeds from going on top. Alright, now we're going to go down. And this is going to be 7 blocks. And I'm doing this so I can accommodate the flow of water. We're going to do it equally on both sides. And now we're going to make the final tier of farmland, and this is important because it's not going to be like the other two. We actually want the water to stop flow completely. That way we can have it run into a collection area. And the reason why I'm making this glass stairway, whatever, two blocks tall, so we can plant while we're up here and the seeds and the wheat don't come up here. Alright, now we're going to make the collection channel. Which is 2 blocks down, and then we're going to add some water. And now we're going to add some sides to it. Okay, now we're going to add the pistons. And now we're going to wire it. Actually, this is the collection area for the water. Now we're going to wire it. It's very important that you wire it like this, with the repeaters pointing to the block or to the piston. Otherwise, you probably won't get very good results. Now we're going to wire it up, and we're going to connect it to a lever. Lever, however you prefer to say it. Alright, and this controls our pistons. Actually, that one's on a delay. I guess it really doesn't matter, but we're going to fix that. Alright, now it's time to add our water. And it's time to test this out and see if it works. Alright, everything checks out okay. And now I'm going to make sure that we understand, okay, so this right here is a total of 7 blocks. This right here is a total of 7 blocks, and then this is 8 blocks. The reason why it's not 7 blocks is because if it was 7 blocks, it would pour into this, and then we wouldn't get the collection that we want. So now we're going to add our cauldron. And then we're good to plant. And I'll speed this up while I plant. Okay, now that we're finished, we can pull the lever and see what it looks like. And the cauldron's optional. I just like it because the stuff actually falls down into it. Looks pretty cool. It's very helpful. So this is a tutorial on how to make an automated wheat collector. I hope you enjoyed. If this helped you out, please like the video and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Don't forget that there's links to the wiki and to this map in my description. And I'll see you guys later.